Alright, what's good YouTube? Project Karma back at it again with another video. And we are going to give you guys our immediate reaction / review of chapter 1089 Under Siege of One Piece. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. So, I kind of just want to know y'all immediate reaction. What y'all think of this chapter? It was a lot going on.
Well, first I want to say the fact that crater is still in the middle of the ocean, that joint's wild. Cause I'm like, how far deep did that blast really go into the earth? And like, is that even normal? Like, wouldn't it have already already filled up by now? Yeah, that's what I thought. But for it to still be open,
I think it depends on what exactly went in it and how far down it went. I do think naturally it would have filled up, but I don't know. We gotta see it. I gotta see it overhead.
The world of One Piece is really big, so
yeah,
maybe it's a little bit bigger of a hole than it shows in the panel, because that is pretty big compared to that ship. Like, look in the sides of it, so I guess that kind of adds up. But now I'm thinking, what? How long has that weapon just been existing? And how long have they been using it?
They already pointed out, like, the weapon is extremely old, because isn't that the same weapon that hits Robin? Isn't that the same weapon that destroyed Robin's island?
No, actually, that was, I thought they used the Buster Call. Yeah, they used a Buster Call. They just burned her place down. They didn't like actually
I thought it was like a weapon.
Use a crater, because remember, they went back to still find the books and stuff. If they used a crater, them books would have been gone.
True. Okay, so yeah, this is a different weapon. That boy Emu got some power on him.
I'm saying, and to be able to control it like that, that's pretty wild. Yeah,
what y'all think, Aunt Khalil?
I thought it was good overall. Like the chapter. I like the way they introduce a lot of the characters we're going to see in this upcoming part as well, like the Vice Admirals and stuff, Saturn and all that. How they introduce them, so we get to see what's going on before we start. Because usually when we get there, they kind of introduce people's crews, for example, like Dressrosa and stuff like that. They kind of introduce them people one at a time. We kind of get to see all the Vice Admirals in the beginning, like the whole scenery. Like, it's about to be a war, but it feels like this is probably gonna go on for a minute. So I like the chapter all the way.
See, this chapter reminds me of the beginning of One Piece, where we meet all of the worst generation. How we got to see like so many different people in so many different areas of their lives. We got a little bit of Rayleigh, but we saw all the worst generation. What you think, Khalil?
It was definitely a very, very solid Oda chapter. It was also pretty cool to, as Ant mentioned, to see these 9 Vice Admirals being introduced, which I feel like they had to, because we still don't know exactly how to gauge the actual admirals. So when you introduce the Vice Admirals, now we get to see a decent scale of where we're going to go from here. And of course, you have 10 Straw Hats, 9 crewmates, or 10 crewmates, and then you have the 9 admirals. So you already see where this is about to go. So it's just a lot of foreshadowing and a lot of good callbacks. It was nice to see, the mayor again, and then, you see the little baby. It was a very solid chapter.
Now, I am, just to interject, I am kind of curious. So, like, how many of them 9 admirals are actually really strong, or are they just going to get clapped up like the Seraphim did when the Straw Hats basically took them down?
I don't think the Vice Admirals are going to be that strong. Like, I think they have to be around that Frankie, Robin, power level. I think that's where they're going to scale out, and I think everybody above the Vice Admirals will be able to scale around that Zoro, Sanji, maybe Jinbei.
Right.
But I think that's going to be the breakup. They can't all be Zoro, Sanji strong. There's no way.
Can I put a wager?
That's what my mind is going to, especially when you add in the Seraphins as well.
Right.
And they got the CP0 people, like, and the pacifistas. We need some type of scaling.
That's true.
We need some type of scaling at this point. And we saw all of those people in this arc too. But what were you saying, Ed?
I I'm willing to bet Usopp fights this fool with the quadruple quintuple chins. I can just see it.
Hey, yo.
You gotta win it?
Sniper guy.
Usopp's gonna win in typical Usopp fashion. He shouldn't, but he's gonna. Who knows? Maybe there's a power-up coming. Who knows?
Yeah. Do you think that the Vegapunks, like the actual copies of the Vegapunks, will actually be fighting? How do you think they'll split that up? Because I thought it was interesting when they initially introduced them in Egghead, but the Seraphins seem to be stronger than them already. So do you think those Vegapunks will fight?
They'll probably jump.
Yeah, they'll probably team up together. Because
they'll probably jump one target or two targets.
Because it only seems like one of the Vegapunks, with the one with the gun, seems to be she seems to be the one that actually wants to get into the middle of action. Yeah.
Yeah.
The other ones just seem kind of like the smarter ones. Like everybody has their role. She seems like she is the role of the enforcer, like you said, and she'll probably team up with the Seraphins. And then we also got to remember that what was it? Wasn't one of the Revolutionary Army there now? Because we found out that one of the Cypher Poles was actually some undercover Revolutionary Army person. So she's also there to help. And we don't really know how strong she is. Do you think, I do have a question for y'all though. Do y'all think that the Elder, since he's already there, is going to have to end up eventually getting into the fight? Do you think that's going to happen?
Of course.
I don't think so.
It'll happen.
I think it's
Mike
too
doesn't
early.
think so.
I think it's too early. It's too early to show the Elder's powers. We don't even understand the Kizaru's power. And I definitely have something to say about Kizaru, but like we don't even understand Kizaru's power yet. I don't think they're gonna jump that far ahead because we don't understand his power. We don't understand Kizaru. We don't understand Emu. It's too many unknowns so far that I don't think that he's going to throw in another person yet into the mix. It's too much going on. They may end up, I don't think so.
I think the Elders got zone. I think they all got zone fruits, mystical zone fruits for sure. Because we saw their silhouettes,
but I don't know.
And they were transforming into some.
I don't see Saturn fighting. If anything, Saturn's probably gonna show us a glimpse, but it's gonna be more so like an escape artist type of thing. Like he's gonna show a glimpse and then get away because he already mentioned he can't don't let anyone know that I'm here.
Yeah.
So it'll either be I'm gonna escape, don't let anybody know, or it's foreshadowing for okay, they have no choice but to know that I'm here.
That's what I thought it was going to turn out to be.
It could go either way.
That they were going to eventually find out.
See, that's not fighting.
Oh no! I mean, but by the fact of the matter of that he is now like the cover is blown. He's like, well, if they already know I'm here, then there's no point of me holding back, type of thing. I mean, is what I was thinking.
Nah, I think if they're that powerful, we would have seen them be a little bit more active by now. I do think that they're strong. Don't get me wrong.
They seem like a last resort type of thing.
I don't think we about to see them. Yeah, I don't see them getting active because it's so many people here. So many people that they only have to show themselves if they want to.
True.
And they have the whole military underneath of them, but it's so much going on. But who do y'all think gonna fight Kizaru? Because I think Zoro gonna have to fight him, and I think Zoro might. I ain't gonna say he gonna spank him, but I think everybody gonna be mad when he beat him.
Zoro Sanji.
I feel like Zoro gets his light speed feat.
Yeah.
Zoro Sanji. Just
I think this is light speed time.
If you don't fight Kizaru,
probably Saturn.
Luffy gonna be doing his own thing. I feel like saving Dr. Vegapunk.
No way Luffy fights Saturn this early.
I mean,
unless Luffy and Zoro jump Kizaru.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well,
I mean, is it
did he really, or did he
Sabo
escape?
fought all of them technically because he was like, I can't fight y'all for real, but he technically was there.
True.
He did survive.
True, and he got away.
Yeah, he did survive.
The fact that he got away is odd to me if they're extremely strong.
And it was 5 of them.
That's odd to me.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true.
I feel like because of his devil fruit, though. I feel like if it was anybody else, they probably would have lost to them. But because he's yeah, when he pulled up, all the Gorsei people, like Saturn and them, like the little shadow looking people. So I think Luffy got to fight him, and the other admiral, the Vice Admirals, got to fight the rest of the Straw Hats, and then Zoro and Kizaru, if that's
Kizaru.
the way it'll go.
I mean, it'll make Luffy
They
more of
gonna
a
have to
threat,
unless it's some other
right?
stuff.
And then the elders
All
probably
right.
will really take
Well,
it seriously.
We getting closer to that time. I did want to bring up closer to the last 2 chapters where that guy said, I also still want to be a celestial dragon. Or no, was it the girl?
It was the girl,
the
yeah. It was Vega. It was the one, the traitor.
The
The girl,
Vegapunk.
yes.
Yeah, asked to be a celestial dragon. What do y'all think about that? I thought that was extremely interesting, especially the fact that she put in a request and he was like, that could be arranged.
Yeah, that is kind of wild. But I feel like even though they said that could be arranged, I feel like there would have been a caveat behind that. Like, all right, you'll still be a celestial dragon, but like, you're going to be a celestial dragon that we are going to use at any given point in time, or otherwise we can revoke it type deal.
I think they're lying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, either use her or kill her.
I think that after she
I think
recreates the window thing that they want for Emu,
Right, because she needed
They'll
to
probably wanna
bring them
kill her
something, right?
afterwards.
Like a
because they were already saying that Vegapunk need to go because of his studies.
I think she's going to turn into like Kuma or like a pacifista at the very least, where they could control her if they could turn her into a celestial dragon. I definitely think there's going to be a caveat with it where she's not going to get off scot-free. But I mean, if Luffy's already going to try to kill her because she's a traitor, I definitely think she's going to have some type of something, or I'm going to send my dog Nami in there to put the beats on her.
I mean, when you saw the
gonna let my
last
sister beat
chapter,
her
Zoro
up.
got the sword to her neck and Nami got the gun out, bro. The gat's ready.
But I did know she said, I still want to be a celestial dragon. Did she mention that earlier?
This is, I think they already had talks. It's like a show don't tell. Like it's assuming they've already talked before now.
I do believe that they did.
Yeah,
I do believe
it's-
that they have been talking for
It
a
can
while.
go either way. Either it's a stretch and maybe, it's like, I still want to be a celestial dragon. Like maybe she is. Again, it's a reach, but it does still sound like a request.
Yeah, I don't
I
think,
don't
I
know.
think she
It's
wanted to.
For sure, I think it's
Yeah,
request.
a request for sure.
Yeah.
She couldn't have been a celestial dragon because that would have insinuated that Vegapunk himself was a celestial dragon.
I don't know.
Well,
She's carrying
lots
herself
to-
separate.
Lots to ponder. She is a character herself. Lots to ponder. Lots to ponder. But if you like this type of video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you guys in the next one. If you agree with anything, let us know down below. And if we're off, we are definitely willing to argue with you about it down below in the comment section. We'll catch you guys in the next review. Show us some love if you liked it. Peace.